Hello everyone and welcome to another weekly edition of GWC Plays. Today I am playing the highly anticipated Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age. I have been waiting for this game for a long time since it was first announced. I was really excited when it's coming to the West as well. And as someone who's played a lot of Dragon Quest games and really loves this series, I'm just happy that we are getting another one coming to the West. And kind of yet again, more turn-based RPGs. There's always going to be a want for them, and it's always going to be from me. So, let's start. So, as you can see, continue your adventure. This is not my first attempt at this GWC Plays. I literally started recording the intro, and a friend came over, and I tried to keep recording, but it wasn't working because he was just like bringing up other stuff. So I've literally only played 1 minute of this game. So let's start fresh. So you can see playtime 0-0. Like nothing happened. So let's start it. But now that I don't have to deal with anything else, I can just get in to the game. No distractions. Oh, I had to delete this one then. But while I'm doing this, kind of talk a little bit about my history of Dragon Quest. I played a little bit of Dragon Warrior back in the day. Someone in my family actually had a copy of it, and I played it. I didn't know for the longest time that it was actually Dragon Quest, but I played a little bit of it. I liked it back then. It was really hard for me. I then, years later, played Dragon Quest VII. I never finished it on PS1, but I played a little bit of it, really liked it. And then Dragon Quest VIII came out, and I truly love that game. That's a fantastic RPG. Like the music, I really like the story, just the gameplay. Everything about that game is great. I still highly recommend it. It's one of the greats of the PS2, and still graphically holds up very well. I played it last year, and it still looks and plays great. I also played Dragon Quest IX on the DS. Still a fun game. I wasn't too big on kind of like there was really no main character. You kind of made your own characters and party. It kind of took the structure away from regular Dragon Quest games, but it was still fine. Had some pretty cool online stuff you could do. So something I remarked about when I actually did the original GWC Plays of this is that this is really cool. I did not know this was actually here because I have not really looked at anything of this game. I have been kind of shying away from a lot of footage of the Japanese version, so I've never really seen this stuff, and it's really cool. Like you add extra challenges with like no fleeing from battle and all this cool stuff. Like I might give this a try at some point. Probably not first playthrough, but if I do a second playthrough, like I'm gonna want to see like how much like no shopping could do, because like that would just mean every weapon is gonna come from like monsters, and that's gonna get tough. So yeah, they're gonna stick with GWC. This is my actual main file for the whole game. This is not just what I'm using for this recording. So what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna be GWC for the entirety of like the 100 or so hours it's gonna take. This is good. Yeah, I think I had 51 before. Confirm. Happy? Yes. So I've already seen this intro, but I'm glad to watch it again because it is pretty good. And something I will just remark on right now, get out the way. And I mentioned it a lot, and I watched it the first time. It's like these cinematics right here look fantastic. They look amazing. Like the evolution, like coming from Dragon Quest VIII to this is it's so just crazy.
this child.
Just look at the lighting on this. Like these cinematics look like, man,
There's no mistaking it.
they look so good. Spider-Man, you better watch out. Dragon Quest might swoop up with these graphics. Alright, so I'm gonna sit back and enjoy this again.
What in heavens are you doing here? And after that awful storm, too. However did you survive? You're a jolly
And I
one.
gotta say, like, look at this grass. This grass looks too good.
Come here. Come here. Oh, there's no need to be frightened anymore.
I can't even say just the grass. Everything looks good. Just like the how the characters look. Like, this is kind of like the aesthetic of graphics I really like, because this game is gonna hold up so well in like 10 years. Like, this game is still gonna look great in 10 years because of it. Like, that's usually how I stand by with some graphics. Like, just games with that a certain style to them, they always hold up visually. Whereas you look at the games that were more realistic back in the day, they don't hold up as well.
Thanks so much. You're a lifesaver. Trust me to lose my headscarf just before the big ceremony. So it's finally here, the big day. I can't believe we're going to be climbing all the way up there.
It's a good looking dollar.
Looks like Sandy's keen to lead the way. Come on, best not keep her waiting.
I remember watching this part, I was like, it's like, is that in game? And it's like, oh, even in game, like, it still looks great. But yeah, this is actually as far as I made it, because the second like this cutscene played, I had to go open the door for my friend, and he came in and saw me recording, and I was like, let me just record this a little bit, and it didn't work at all. So this is my first true taste actually really playing it. One thing I will say that's kind of cool, what they did with this, is when this game came out in Japan last year, there was no voice acting at all. It was just subtitles only, which a lot of people really we're not too thrilled for. I personally didn't mind because I can still play Zelda games with just like subtitle with voice acting. What they did is when they said this game's coming to the West, they're like, yeah, we're gonna add a lot of features that weren't originally in the Japanese version, along with also adding voice acting to the game, which I thought was real cool that they went to that step for the US release. So I'm curious like what new stuff actually was added to our version. Okay, pink speech bubbles. Square and look at the map. These are change. Okay. Yeah, in my talks early on about Dragon Quest games, like I kind of forgot Dragon Quest X, but that's because there was no way to even play that game. It never came out in the West. And for those who actually did want to play it out here in the West and import it, because it's an online only game, they actually made it like impossible to play. Like they actually would ban US servers. They were even like seen as like coming from the US, which was kind of garbage. So I never got a chance to play that game for obvious reasons because they made it impossible to play, but thankfully this one came out. Triangle Party Talk. Yeah, even in game, this game looks really good. Like this has a nice look to it. Like, save my game? Oh, not yet. But he'll be letting me save my game soon. Here's the game review shot where they always do that little 360 pan of like wide environments. Dragon Quest XI is the newest game in the franchise. You're seeing how I play RPGs. I have to talk to every single person in the beginning. I can't leave any stone untouched.
Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. That's how it goes, isn't it? My granddad's been teaching me the prayer ever since I was little. He reckons the spirit of the land really does live on Cobblestone Tor, you see. As long as I can remember, he's been preparing me for this day. The day it would finally be my turn to climb all the way up there and offer my thanks. I just wonder whose idea it was in the first place, sending the village's young folk on such a dangerous errand. What if I take a tumble and do myself a mischief? Well, not to worry, Ernie. Come on then. That craggy old thing won't climb its... Oh. Ah! Monsters! They're coming this way.
You can't start a Dragon Quest game off without slimes. Like you can't. Like that monster alone is like, you could show just that monster design and you're gonna know, oh, Dragon Quest, easily. Like, it's such a simplistic design and it's stuck with me for so many years.
Get him!
But it's like, I will always stand by turn-based RPGs. I still love them. What? Okay, Dragon Quest XI. I'm only like 4 minutes in. This is already Game of the Year material. It's like, you know, Spider-Man, you have Spider-Man, but Dragon Quest XI, you can fight with a dog alongside you. Like, that's all you need in an RPG. Fighting dogs. Pretty dope so far. I'm actually really enjoying this. come she isn't helping? This dog is doing more damage than her. This dog has got my back. Gotta have that sound there.
Crikey, I wasn't expecting that. I know they were only little, but I'd have been done for if you and Sandy hadn't been here to help me. And now we've got to go through that horrible dingy cave. Just our luck. I'll bet you anything that's where those awful things came from. Well, as long as you're with me, I've got nothing to worry about. Come on, let's get going.
Dingy cave, that wonderful day. Alright. See settings for like. See. There we go. See, I want how do I set it? It's not letting me set it right now. Oh, I can enter the code right here. That's pretty cool. Oh, I just do that. But yeah, I did hear about that. Is that classic camera? I do want that. I'm not too big on like the moving the camera. It feels kind of weird. Like I just want the standard. Just you pick the camera angles in the game and so on. Woof, woof. And I was saying earlier, like it's a good-looking dog, but it's like a lot of games actually can screw up how the dogs look. Sometimes the dogs end up looking really bad, like as evidence in Lightning Returns. That dog just looks wrong in so many ways. But the dog in this game actually looks like a dog. Like I said, Game of the Year already. Herb. Get close enough to a monster and a small orange arrow will appear just above them. Press X and you'll give them a weighty wallop with your weapon, lowering their HP before. Ah, cool. I didn't even know this game had that. Here we go. This is what I wanted. I wanted this style of camera. Now I feel at home.
Here you go. Tough little blighters, aren't they?
It feels pretty good so far. It really has been a long time since I played like a straight up Dragon Quest game, because there's really nothing like them. Like, Final Fantasy does what Final Fantasy does, but to me Dragon Quest has always kind of felt way different. Like, people do like to compare them, but it's like they're a whole different series. Like, they have a whole different feel just in terms of their music, their settings, and so many other things. Like, in the past, Final Fantasy was straight up RPG, but now they've kind of gone a lot of different horizons. So now, like, Dragon Quest really is like the barrier of like keeping old RPGs as they were, which still in 2018 keeping turn-based RPGs, which if Final Fantasy did it, could be a death blow, because there are a lot of people out there who really do not like the turn-based style of these games. I personally love them. They're some of my favorites. And it's probably why, like, what these old RPGs are really what cemented my love for like a lot of other things gaming. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm saying it's like turn-based RPGs are my crack. I I will always sit down and play a long RPG, no matter what. So level up, we can go increase from 1 to 2. GWC learned a new spell, Frizz. Like, I'm looking back, I think I am keeping things consistent, because when I did my playthrough last year for Dragon Quest 8, I named my character GWC in that as well, so I guess it's my series tradition. Although, when I used to play Dragon Quest, I would just name my character by my name. And it always feels weird when the character's like, hey John, go here. So, I don't do that anymore. I always come up with either like some fake name or I just use some other thing. Dude, this dog is a beast. Like, this dog is doing damage. And even though I can skip these fights, I'm doing them all. Like, I need to level up. Let's see, let me tactics. Oh, I guess Sandy doesn't count right now. Okay. Single fireball. No, I don't need to do that. I'll save that for any battle that's gonna come up soon. And this battle thing's pretty good too. Like, if this is the main battle thing for the game, this is a pretty good one.
Blighters, aren't they?
I wonder how many times we're gonna be hearing that. Tough fleet of lighters, aren't they? Needlers. That's cool design. See, now it's already getting stuck in my head now. I'm only like 6 minutes into hearing this, so I can already tell by the hour like 30 mark I'm just gonna be like just having this in my head for like days.
Phew.
I'm not gonna follow you because I see this little side path. Like, I want the extra stuff. Medicinal herb and 5 gold coins. Ah, you can't go in the water. Still remember when Dragon Quest 8 came out and included a demo of Final Fantasy 12. I do remember, I knew some people who bought that game only for that demo. I was like, I think like I'd already seen like a lot of reviews of it. I think XPlay and G4 did a review of Dragon Quest 8, said it was good. And I had seen the Game Informer review of it too, and it looked really good. And I was like that one guy, I was like, I want to buy it because Dragon Quest looks dope. And it was kind of another thing, like when the game Crackdown included the beta of Halo 3, and Crackdown was this huge hit seller, but it was like for the wrong reasons, which kind of sucked. Like, I'd rather the game be a success because the game's good, and not just like, oh, we had the Halo 3 beta. And I think they even made it worse, that Crackdown was a really good game, and some people never played it. Like, I knew some people back then, like, who had a copy of Crackdown, and I would talk about it to them, and they'd be like, oh, I never played it. I just got it for Halo 3. It's like, how are you going to do that? How are you going to do Crackdown dirty like that? Just give it a play.
Cool. Look at all this fog. Is this normal, do you think?
Help me!
What? Cole?
Come, dog.
You have to help him. It's not fog at all. It's more monsters.
Let's go. No, not the dog.
Here you go.
Only cost 2, yeah, I'll use that again.
Don't
Oh,
give
snap,
up.
dang. Man, stop. This dog better stay on as the main party member. This dog is doing damage. Like I'm sorry, I play a lot of RPGs, and sometimes those opening party members you get are kind of useless. This dog is actually like a useful aid in battle. Like
Here you go.
this dog is good.
Tough little blighters, aren't they?
Like really, I'm waiting to see is Dragon Quest 11 cosplay. Someone better have the dog. At least if I was, that
so
dog is gonna be in my
proud of
cosplay.
you.
I'm getting the Sandy.
I'm sorry, Gemma. I only came up here because I thought it'd be
this
funny to
idiot
jump out and
kid.
surprise you. But then those monsters appeared.
What in the world is going on? I never heard anything about monsters appearing on the tour before. But never mind that now. Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed. You take Sandy and get back to
No.
the village this instant.
No, don't take him back. Don't take Sandy
You're
back.
best,
She's
Gemma.
the best thing in this game.
You
No!
stole my bacon again.
Goodbye.
I knew you were
My sweet
tough,
love.
but crikey, you really have grown into quite the hero.
That dog was saving my bacon.
Not far to the top now. Typical. It would have to go and start raining, wouldn't it? Come on, let's get a move on.
It seems like I was joking, but I was like, I really do kind of want that. I do kind of want that dog back. That dog actually was literally doing damage, like paralyzing the enemies. Was actually dealing some pretty decent damage to the enemies. Like, I was kind of hurt. Oh, let's keep going. So let me see this party talk.
Fancy a
Let's see what
chat,
this
do
does.
you?
Okay, so it's... Alright. You see a blue icon, a little closer. Oh, this is Uncharted 4. Music's been pretty good so far too, but I already knew going
Here we
in, like,
are at
this
last.
game's gonna have great music. Every Dragon Quest game has good music. Like, Dragon Quest 8 soundtrack is up there with the greats.
It's such such a shame about
I'm talking
the
the
weather.
symphony
really looking
version, not
forward
the
to that
MIDI
view.
version that the Japanese one had. The USA symphonic ones are, oh, perfection.
Well, we better say the prayer and get this ceremony over with, eh? What was that? Ah! Ah! Help! Help me! Help!
Oh God!
We're alive. But how? That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like you made it happen. Look! The mark on your hand! Huh? Oh, it stopped. Well, we can worry about that later. All I know is that you saved me yet again. I don't know what I'd do without you. Now, we really had better be finishing up this ceremony. Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home, lift your voices up in prayer, sing it across all our drear. Blessed are we since days of yore, let it be so forevermore. Wow! Look! It just goes on and on and on. Whoever dreamed up this ceremony must have had this in mind. They wanted to show us how huge our world really is. Well, that's it. It's all over and now they'll all be waiting for us at the bottom.
We gotta go all the way down? Oh boy. Oh, okay. They're gonna do the walk back. GWC and Gemma make their way back to the bottom of the tour. Ah, cool, they got the little sound effect from Dragon Warrior. That's pretty awesome. It's all the small things that get me in these games. Just little callbacks here and there. Best party member in the game.
back safe and sound, Grandad.
Grandad!
Indeed you are, my dear. Thank the spirits for that. When we saw lightning striking up there, we got a little worried, I have to tell you. Well, I never. Sounds like it's nothing short of a miracle that you made it back in one piece. Well, there's no doubt about it, the spirit of the land was watching over you. Now tell me, my dear, how was the view from the top?
It was wonderful. I saw the sea stretch into the horizon and the sunlight playing on the water and... Oh, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
You're true Cobblestonians now. Own taking fashion, you know. You're still young, and the day may yet come when you decide to leave Cobblestone behind. I hope our little ceremony has opened your eyes to a little of what may await you out there. Now, it's high time we were heading back. I'm sure your mother is eager to hear how things went, young man. Don't keep poor Amber in suspense.
Come on, you. Home time.
Yeah, so far this game is really good. This is probably like maybe the first 40 minutes or so, but I'm really liking what I'm playing so far. Like, this is really cool. Coming of age, awarded for ascending to the top of Cobblestone Tower and completing the ceremony that signifies the onset of adulthood. Coming of age, trophy earned. They didn't mess up the horses either. Ooh, the shop. Oh god, the evolution. No loading, just... Oh. As you can see, I'm gonna explore probably every little nook and cranny I can. 'Cause you never know what they're gonna put in some places. Probably come back to that at some point later on. Yep, 6 gold coins. So before I actually do the main quest stuff, like I do want to try and see what I can in this town. Don't want to miss anything vital. Hey, it's this guy. Like, I really been waiting for just a true, like, RPG for a while, and I'm really gonna enjoy this. Like, I'm gonna go all in on this game. It's been so long since like a mainline Dragon Quest game on a console. Like, it really has been Dragon Quest VIII all those years ago, so I'm gonna take this game and just I'm only playing this for like a whole year. God, and he got this music too. It sounds so good too. Alright, save for the first time. Yes. 37 minutes. Yes, I will continue. Don't do it, G. Oh, he shouldn't have done that in the church. I'm still tripping, just just no loading on the doors, like, and it's stuff that games have been doing since PS3. Even PS2 games are doing that. But I don't know, just playing a Dragon Quest game and seeing this stuff is all really cool to me. Like, kind of just seeing the evolution of the series over time is just nuts. That's what I really love, is just seeing how far a series will evolve over time. Like, when you look back and see older Final Fantasy games, like comparing it to like 15. Like, that stuff's always just been really cool to me. Dunstan's Corking Compendium written on the cover. Oh, okay. No. Mother said she'd throw her son from a cliff if we didn't eat vegetables, but it was a bluff. Hey. I didn't need to read that. Make sure you're prepared. I will be. I'm taking that dog with me, too. I need to come back for this. I noticed it and I jumped away. I gotta come back, because if I don't, I'll be editing this later and I'll just be really mad at myself. Like, why didn't you go back for that? Like, that's the stuff that always bothers me sometimes, so no. I am sorry if I'm like a little too thorough in this GWC play, but like, this is my first time playing this, and this is really how I play RPGs. I will go talk to every single person I can. I will do every single thing. So like, I'm not gonna change my ways just for the recording. So this is the true like look of just how it is first time going in. They're not getting past me. Ooh, let's see. Can I there's some way to get there. Alright, well, let's get back to the story now. Oh god, there's even more. Wait, there we go. Sandy. It's very convenient for all these stones to conveniently come to my house.
Here's my little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up. I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Of course not. quite the opposite, in fact. And I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for. But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say? That funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Goodness me. Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along. Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk. Here. This belongs to you.
Alright, here we go. Plot time now.
Your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the Tor. The truth is, there's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village. It's... how can I put this now? Well, he said you're the reincarnation of the Luminary.
What?
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All I know is that your grandfather said you had a... He said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show that necklace thingy to the king.
I go back.
He seemed to think that if you did that, all would become clear. Clear as... Anyway,
I need to stop hitting L2.
The long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this is all about, you'll have to leave Cobblestone and head over to Heliodor.
Crikey.
Well, I can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be marching on an empty stomach. Come on, dinner.
I guess RPG plot. The main character is of an ancient race, or he's like the destined hero who has to leave his small town to go off into the world and save the day. Can't get any more RPG than that. The reincarnation of the Luminary. GWC tries his hardest to sleep, but he's too confused by everything he's learned and excited about his upcoming trip. Eventually, the loading screen would come up. It loads the game. Should I keep playing this? I'll keep playing for a little bit till I think I'm gonna leave the village, and then I'll probably call it quits on this GWC plays. It's like I can't stop playing this game. Oh, this guy's sleeping. Let me walk into his house. Oh. This isn't Zelda. You can't. That's this dude's only job is just to watch this gate. What a horrible job. Probably gonna be like some cliff I have to go to. And probably Gemma's gonna be there. It's gonna be this long talk. At least that's what I think's gonna happen. chickens. Oh, snap! Pumpkin physics. What's this over here? I want to go in there. What's... I'll have to hold off for now. Okay,
Oh, can't sleep either, eh?
oh, here she is.
You remember this
Wasn't a
tree,
hill,
don't
but
you?
I knew what it was gonna be.
I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying like mad, and there you were, running round trying to help me get it down. Some things never change, eh? You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives right here in Cobblestone. That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today. All that stuff about you being the luminary, that reincarnation thing. I remember the story my granddad told me. Once upon a time, long, long ago, the world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But then, the luminary appeared and saved the day. When it was all over, the luminary turned into a star. And he's been watching over us from up in the heavens ever since. That's his star, right there. How can you be the luminary too? I just don't... I understand, really I do. Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to. Goodbye, old friend.
Exhausted after his long day, GWC finally falls into a restless slumber. Then, morning came. Yes. Oh no, I'm doing English voice for that.
Well, just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know. Only wish your grandfather were here to see you. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man, the pride of the village. You could do worse than try to be like him. Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. A mother knows these things. Oh, by the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack. Don't spend it all at once.
Tell me what to do.
Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? You'll need some supplies for your big adventure. But don't take too long. The whole village is turning out to wave you off.
Alright, so the main quest begins now. Get to Heliodor, find out who I am, so on and so forth. Move those horses. There's grass everywhere. Why is he just wasting everyone's time? Okay, cross the bridge. Is it that? This is the shop right here. Yep. See what I can get. Okay, 176 gold. I do need a shield, so yeah, get that. I should possibly get some more medicinal herbs. Let's get 4 more for safety, just in case. I'm gonna put it here. What was the stuff in the equipment I saw? Was I wearing it already? Oh, snap! I forgot about this. Yo. Okay, I think I'm gonna play the whole game with this costume. I can't. I have to now. Like, I completely forgot that they actually added this the costume from Dragon Quest VIII in here. Darkness is Bloodborne now. That gate like that. Yes, let's do a confession. Yes, I'm sure. Bid this child a peaceful respite. So yeah, that is actually going to do it for this edition of GWC Plays. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this game right now. The second I hit stop on this recording, I'm going to play it right again right now. This game so far, opening hour, I've kind of gotten into the main quest, I've gotten the feels on the mechanics, the gameplay still just feels just as good as it used to. Music is to the series standard, the graphics are beautiful, and I'm interested to see where this game's going to go direction-wise. This is real cool. So I hope you enjoyed watching this GWC Plays. Join me as I play some more stuff next week, and yeah, it should be cool. I'm going to be playing a lot of this game, so yeah. So thanks for watching. Take care out there, and I will see you later.